Previously on the Midnight Channel. Finally, we can use the appropriate costumes for this dungeon. We get for steak, for skewer, for dukes. Teddy, you're encouraging the shippers.
Alright, we won! Uh-oh, that one's immune to dark.
Uh-oh, that one's a pile of ashes. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm forced to take that. Against Hands. I said I wasn't going to fight Hands. The main reason I did that is because I kind of want Kanji to have Vile Assault before the optional boss of this place. Oh hey, was just waiting for you to show up. I've gone ahead and gathered all the power rocks I need. Still no accidents. Continuing the tradition of me talking about other games, Kali is an immense pain in P5. So with Suzaku, we have like the second Phoenix persona of this game. Nidhogg makes surprisingly cute sounds when it attacks in Digital Devil Saga. And yeah, the arrows on it are highlighted because it has both Power Charge and Mind Charge active. I'm pretty sure Risei should be blocking this. Yep, there we go. But he killed it, so I'm fine. And now...
What's our agenda for today?
Oh, Yukiko, if only you knew what we were doing today. Do we have anything... Okay, we do have some new dialogue here. There's a lot of dialogue you can only get by going to the dungeons at times where there's no, victim. I guess a lot of people would have preferred that, because then, the plot would actually be happening sooner and there'd be less filler, but oh well. You know, I'm pretty sure everyone in the fan base agrees this too. Oh, okay. We finally find out the truth about what happened. I never realized you could do this. So, she did kick him, okay, I mean, it was pretty heavily implied. But hey, we finally know the truth. In a game about investigating the hidden truths, we actually found out what really happened during the camping incidents.
Can't we spend a little more time here?
Oh, you know, it is nice to all get together and talk. And have a fox with you, because that happens. Speaking of which, what kind of mood is the fox in today? I kind of have no idea. I need to do a few things here. Oh, okay, good mood. And that would mean I'm getting this early, I think. Yep, this is a new costume for Teddy. This is the third of the fox's costumes. So yeah, I'd normally get this, actually the guy doesn't get this until very late. So kind of cool that I'm going into the TV now. I actually didn't plan that at all. It was total coincidence the fox ended up being in a good mood today. But yes, you'll see what Teddy looks like in this. It's actually kind of a cool one. You'll take over the world? Oh, okay. Well, suddenly Teddy became One Piece. Okay then, we've got a lot of costumes to show, and I believe we also have a poem from Marie today. Yeah, I could tell by the slightly longer loading screen that I was right.
Song of the Fallen Angel. The fallen angel is chained down, her wings torn off, eroded by prejudice, her last breaths full of black despair. Do you know her name? Will she eventually return to nothing, forced into the realm of oblivion? No. Her requiem will become a roar and tear away the mask of hypocrisy. Do you know her name? She who will strike down the cowards and tear down the lies? That's right. Her name is... What is it?
I actually quite like that one, personally. It ends on a bit of a weak note, though. Although, it honestly sounds like it would be like an anthem for Persona 5 if there was a female Joker.
What is this?
I still wish that Marie's freakouts over you finding her poems were voiced. That just would have made it a lot funnier. Uh-oh, Margaret, I think you made a slip up there.
Huh?
Yep, Margaret finally admitted that she was the culprit in all this. But anyway, so the main reason why I came here today, other than to show off some silly costumes... Where is it? Oh, I can't even get you with what I have. I was actually gonna make Mara today. Raphael, Pabilsarg, and Throne, according to this calculator. I could also use a Lilith, Lachesis, and Throne. And I will be needing Pabilsarg for Trumpeter later. What's Suiki got? I have way too many good skills to pass down, but I feel like... I doubt I'm going to be using Pabilsarg for a lot. So I'd rather pass down passive skills. Also, Pabilsarg looks pretty creepy. I'd rather pass down passive skills than actually damaging ones, because then I'll probably be using you as fusion fodder anyway. I just realized that Mara's going to inherit Arms Master, isn't he? Ugh. Well, at least it's not P3, where I'm pretty sure there is an actual skill called Fist Master. Because fists are a weapon type in that game. So something that I actually recently found out about these stat bonuses for fusion forecasts. They always get an increase to their highest stat and their lowest stat. I'll need you later as well. And with this combo, I could actually get some Repel Physical all the way up to Trumpeter. And I can pass Mind Charge too, which I also need for Trumpeter. Yeah, I'm fusing away a lot of good personas right now, but... Maybe it's time to try out some new stuff, even though I haven't really used Jin for much. And I still haven't gotten Axa. I mean, knowing my luck, I'm probably going to get it on Mara. Tao Wu has become immune to being an old man. Oh, okay, just one more level and I would have got Power Charge as well. I can always get that off an Emperor card, though. Emperor cards actually aren't that rare right now. Oh, I don't even have Raphael yet. Pabilsarg, Fortuna. Guess I'll go for this. I haven't actually done, like, a full fusion episode, in this series. I did a lot of those back in Persona 3. So this might be a more fusion-focused episode. I just kind of want to get more compendium completion, because I have quite a lot of Personas that I miss. In fact, one in particular that I might want to get, may have to grind a bit of money for it though, is Skadi. Skadi is the earliest source of, outside of skill changes and other fusion forecasts, the earliest source in the game of Spellmaster, which is an amazing skill. Null Dizzy. But there actually is a bonus Social Link Experience Day coming up, I think, and I'd probably rather fuse you on that, because I think you are... Oh, she's Empress. Oh, Amrita's actually a pretty nice skill, though Yukiko had that earlier. Yeah, see, lower stat and higher stat just got increased again. Raphael can also potentially fuse into Mara. Oh, actually, White Rider is the only one that I don't have yet of your components. But we are still a few levels off getting Trumpeter anyway. The problem with these Mara combinations that I have is that they're all triangle spread, which means they might not actually work. In fact, I think the safest option for me in that case... I'm going to go out and save first. But I think my safest option is although Raphael's leveled up quite a bit. Yeah, that might not work. Raphael, Pabilsarg, and Throne. Okay, I don't know if this will work because of leveling. Raphael... It's gonna work! Okay then. So, before I summon this persona, I have to warn everyone that this persona might be the reason why this game has an M rating in America. It comes from a demon lord of temptations from Buddhism who also rides on Girimakala, and the joke is that it's a pun because Mara is also Japanese slang for a certain part of the male anatomy, and it's also Tower Arcana. So, without warning out of the way, this is your last chance to avert your gaze. But now, here is Mara. Yes, Mara is a thing that exists in this game, and has Blight and Power Charge. I could get Mind Charge on that level on Throne, but... High Strength and Endurance. Unfortunately, no longer weak to Ice. That was also part of the joke in Persona 3. And also, unfortunately, Mara has lost, his unique move, Maralagidyne. There's technically an equivalent of Maralagidyne in this game, but it's no longer Mara's exclusive move. And it's not called that. I'm just going to show the full fusion animation, and it would be amazing if this was the accident. If this was finally the one that was the accident. Nah, that wasn't an accident. Okay, I'll stop that. But yes, it's Mara, and fair warning, something disturbing is about to happen. There it is. You just had to hold that pose, didn't you? It could be worse though. Mara has actual voiced dialogue in some of the Shin Megami Tensei games where he's a mini-boss, and Absorb Physical? Okay, I forgot you learned that. I mean, I'm probably just going to use you as fusion fodder, but Absorb Physical is really good. In some circumstances, Repel Physical may be better, though. And I think if you have... Wait a minute, so let me just check. Did I... Okay, didn't pass down Repel Physical, so yeah, but I think Absorb overwrites Repel if you have both of them on the same setup. But yeah, some enemies really hate getting their attacks repelled in their face, so sometimes Repel is better. I'll keep that in, like, my passing down pool too, but Absorb is great too. We've come a long way since Slime from the start of the game. Okay, I may need to buy back some stuff, but I kind of want White Rider, because I'll need you for later. And I want to pass Makara-Khan to as many things as possible right now. I will probably end up buying back Daisojo and Kinky, because I kind of want both of them. And yes, White Rider's horse is covered in eyes, which it doesn't look that great with the limited graphics here, but it does look pretty horrifying. There's always just something about body parts in places where they don't belong that is just always... evoked a deep sense of creepiness in me. One thing that really gets me in particular is mouths on cheeks. That's just... there's just something really, really disturbing about that. We are gonna need you later, though. Okay, I'm sorry about this, all of you Mara fans, but like I said, I will actually need you later, and I would really like Absorb Physical passed down to, you. Yeah, so you can pass both of these. Like I said, Absorb is gonna override Repel. Oh, Repel Elec is not bad, because I believe, yeah, I'm basically just, planning ahead for a certain something. I guess Makara-Khan. Like, it's kind of insane luck that I have not got an accident this whole time, but it's also bad because there's a trophy for getting an accident, so I need it at least once. Makara break. Not that great, and your stats are pretty not good right now. But still, like I said, I will need Lachesis later. It's part of a special fusion. And yeah, wow, our Persona lineup really sucks right now. I need to buy stuff out of the compendium. I think I actually have everything in Death besides the Ultimate Persona of that. Oh, and one other, but that's a special fusion, so it won't show up in the compendium until we do it. Yeah, while we're on the subject of fusion, I guess I haven't actually mentioned secret fusions yet, so there are a few fusions in this game that are only fused by a very specific set of personas, and you will not see them in the compendium until you've made them. Lachesis is actually the lead up to one of those, that's why I made it. Okay, I'm gonna need to grind quite a bit of money right now. But we can also pick up some items from Naoto's dungeon, the other quest items. So let's just quickly check the quest that we have right now. Yes, we need Fine Coal and we need Branch Headband. This drops from Elegant Mother, and this drops from an enemy we're all too familiar with, Power Castles. Also, duh, there's exactly 69 quests in the game, duh. I don't think Japan is, like, really aware of the 69 meme, because if they were, I'm almost certain Mara would be level 69 in one of the games he was in, but he never has been, I don't think. Okay, I think I'm going to be showing the costumes in decreasing order of silliness, and that means we're going to be showing the Halloween ones first, because, yeah, they are the least silly costumes we have right now. I think I'll show Yukiko's Halloween outfit first. Actually, you know, we haven't used Yosuke for a while, I feel, so I'm gonna add him to the party. For some reason, just about everybody in the party has special costume dialogue with Naoto in their Halloween outfits. +5 magic on Naoto is probably worth the defense decrease. Yeah, we have better than the Jingi Funjoshi right now. Actually, all of the enemies that we need to find are pretty close to the end of this place. Let's start from the end. So, first up in our costume demos, I forgot about Yosuke. Okay then, Yosuke is, you could make jokes about what Yosuke is right now. Kanji is wearing a Frankenstein's creature kind of look, and Naoto is fan service. Yeah. Naoto's outfit reminds me of, guess I'll have to reset to get our outfit comment. Naoto reminds me of a line from a, it's kind of an obscure BBC thing called Shakespeare Retold. One of them, there's like a costume party and one of the characters describes themselves as going as some sort of vaguely sexy cat. That pretty much sums up Naoto's outfit. Yeah, Halloween in Japan, I mostly only see it celebrated in, like, gacha game events. Also, Yu is slicing Yosuke's tail. I'm gonna look that up to see if Naoto's right. Old English man-wolf. Okay, so it probably is, yeah. Widespread concept in European folklore. And it's like Middle Ages. It's not as old as I thought it was. Yes, you can explain, like, the thought behind the costume, but you can't explain, you know, why Yosuke's being forced to wear it right now. I forget if Yu actually does have fangs. Now, I'm gonna save the kanji conversation for last, because I really like it. Yes. Or maybe it's one that shed a lot. My cat is really shedding right now because it's coming up to summer where I live, so there's hair everywhere. If you could just see my face right now. I don't know if that's intentional, but does Naoto like puns? That is weird. Okay. So now kanji. And Naoto is going to bring up the very, very common misconception that Frankenstein is not the name of the monster, but it is, However, she still gets things wrong. Frankenstein was not a doctor. He was a university student. He did not have a doctorate at the time he created the creature. So yeah, Naoto's knowledge has its limits. Yeah, so the creature is usually just called the creature. It doesn't really have a name. It's not called Adam. That's another misconception. He compares himself to Adam, but he's not called Adam. But here's the thing that I really like. It's just another one of those cases with, I mean, I guess you could describe it in D&D terms as intelligence versus wisdom. Like, some people say that intelligence is knowing that Frankenstein was not the monster, but wisdom is knowing that Frankenstein was, in fact, the monster. No, you carve pumpkins. Speaking of which, though, yeah, in terms of, like, I haven't read the book, though. I kind of want to, and I sort of, I probably should at some point, but... my sister had to for English classes in high school, and I could have done it in high school, well, not high school, at university, but I don't know, I did a course called, like, Monsters and Machines, and I could have done that, but
A rare one. Don't let it get away.
I was about to say I no longer have Mind Charge Megadolon, but I do have something else. I guess we can do these to increase our accuracy. Sometimes it's kind of fun to use new personas and try out new moves, and Lachesis doing that pointing animation just makes me think of Nocturne, where they gave Lachesis a very weird voice in that game. She just goes,
You need to thin 'em out.
like, she'll do that pointing animation and then just go, It's so weird. But anyway, and then we can do this to decrease their own evasion. But yeah, what I was saying, Frankenstein, I have seen like a filmed version of the play with Benedict Cumberbatch and crap, I forgot the name of the other guy in it. Johnny Lee Miller, that's the other guy. I know it because both of them have played Sherlock Holmes at some point, so it's two Sherlocks in Frankenstein. And the gimmick is that every performance they swap roles, so one of them plays Frankenstein, and the other plays the creature. And weirdly enough, I actually like Johnny Lee Miller's take on both of them slightly more, but we can't have him as both of them, because I've seen both versions. Yeah, I wasn't going to hunt a lot of hands, but I did want to at least get some more money out of them. But yeah, I definitely like that adaptation. All of these skills are really good. Wait a minute. All of these skills are really good besides Makara Break. Let's dump that, obviously. Now, I think the thing that I'm gonna fuse Lachesis into eventually already absorbs wind, so it's a bit of a redundant skill, but I guess I can use that as other fusion fodder. Yeah, I don't even need Queen Nab anymore. Risei's social link's already, like, ready to rank up to max. I should probably just release her if I don't want to, have to deal with all these level ups. Oh, yes! This skill makes Kanji even more amazing. And this is just another one of those reasons why I'm just like, why don't people use Kanji in this game? Like, seriously, Kanji is really good. I don't, like, honestly, I don't really need that, but I only really need one elect skill as well. I may as well keep that for, yeah, I'll keep the Dine one. Oh, wait a minute, I can probably afford to drop elect boost at this point. And once again, Naoto learns... Okay, so I actually did... Like, some people in the comments were wondering if I'd ever show Naoto's, physical animation with Sukuna Hikona. I guess I can do that here. And I probably want to dump this of all of the skills that I can dump. She'll learn another regenerate skill later. Sorry if I'm kind of going all over the place with information here, but, like, on Frankenstein, so... Something that I find really interesting about Frankenstein is that a lot of people argue who the real monster is, and I actually think that even though Frankenstein himself is pretty bad, the creature is just as bad in most respects, and really, it actually, like, there's something that I really want to say here, but it's Persona 5 spoilers, but I'll just say, the whole relationship between Frankenstein and his creature, I feel that it is extremely similar to the relationship between two very major antagonists in Persona 5. But, like, that's all I'll say. Like, I personally consider the story kind of a moral about bad parenting. And just how badly you can screw up a child by, just being awful and abandoning them. And the child having no one to really take them in and actually care for them. Because there's just one point that's really tragic where it's like the creature finally meeting Frankenstein's wife, and at that point he's decided to, okay, this is technically spoilers, but it's an old work, but has decided to kill Frankenstein's fiancée because Frankenstein promised him a female creature fiancée, but then destroyed it because he didn't want them breeding. He could have just made her incapable of breeding, but whatever. But, like, he is fully determined to... Also, Frankenstein's fiancée's name is Elizabeth Lavenza. So that might ring a bell for some people who've played Persona. But it's so sad because she is, like, the first person to show the creature genuine kindness. And it's already too late because it's the point where he's decided that he has to get his revenge on his creator, so he has to kill her. It's like that one moment where someone is just so close to redemption and then they just refuse it. I'm not having much luck finding elegant mothers, but yeah, I think that's all I'll say. That I did not expect to be discussing classic literature in this episode. What I was actually going to discuss in this episode is a few things involving Naoto. The first is a manga called Persona X Detective Naoto. A lot of people were wondering if I was going to talk about this at some point, and I planned to during the Extreme Vessel fight, but thanks to Power Charge Vile Assault, that fight went by way faster than it should have. So while I'm hunting for elegant mothers, I'll talk about this. Persona X Detective Naoto is a manga that used to be considered canon. It's set after the events of Persona 4 with Naoto as a detective. And it basically has Naoto accepting much more traditional feminine mannerisms. And letting her hair down, or growing her hair long, I'm not sure. Basically, she gets long hair. She's also apparently put in some kind of generic fan service-y positions, like having male colleagues perv on her in the shower or something in the police force, which is exactly what she was afraid would happen if she revealed her gender. So, well, or at least one of the things that was she was afraid would happen if she revealed her gender. And stupid trap chest ruining my hand.
Now's your chance. Run.
Not only that, but she gets a new persona that is purely supportive in nature, and that's supposed to represent Naoto's character growth. That she now has a persona that literally can't fight at all. Yeah, way to go developing a strong character. I mean, I'm not to say that strong characters can't fight. Like, I think Rise is a very, very strong character. Like, she's amazing, and she has a purely supportive persona, but, like, I don't think being pure support is who Naoto is, and I don't think that's where her character arc in Persona 4 was taking her. Even weirder, this persona is Amatsu Mikaboshi, a deity in Japanese mythology who's usually depicted as pure evil.
Watch it. That one's immune to electricity.
Both literally and figuratively. Okay, Naoto can sweep this battle by herself, in her vaguely sexy cat outfit.
Naoto-kun's busting heads and looking cool.
Did somebody just whistle and then do nothing else?
Enemy down.
Whoa, Naoto, awesome.
But yeah, not only that, but Persona X Detective Naoto also introduces an anti-shadow weapon. A male anti-shadow weapon who I think can also turn into a bicycle or a motorbike or rides a motorbike, or I'm not sure exactly the specifics, but a male anti-shadow weapon who also I believe is treated as a bit of a love interest for Naoto, thus managing to piss off both protagonist slash Naoto and Kanji slash Naoto shippers, so good job writers of that manga. That's one quest item down. Not only that, but from what I've heard, this guy seems to be a gigantic Gary Stu. I usually don't like using that term for non-fanfiction characters, but I mean, this is practically official fanfiction anyway. Oh, that would have been great if it was the mother. No chance of, I still haven't seen it. So, like, you can probably tell by now, Kanji and Naoto have a team-up attack.
Good job, Naoto.
And I've never got it so far, despite using them together in the party for so long.
That's what comes of underestimating me.
Yeah. I feel like outfits like that compel you to add nya at the end of your sentences, and Naoto is just resisting the temptation massively. But yeah, so people really, really do not like that character, and I like Master Kukage on Yosuke, actually. It makes him a lot better than just regular Sukukage, so now he can buff the entire party's evasion. I should probably swap out my party, speaking of which. But I'll just continue on about Detective Naoto. So yeah, people do not like this character. They don't like what the manga did to Naoto's character. Even as a standalone story, people don't like this manga because the villain is apparently super obvious. So in general, people are not big fans of Persona X Detective Naoto, and the majority of the fan base was very relieved to finally hear it declared. Like, I don't think it's officially been 100% declared non-canon, but Persona 4 Arena Ultimax has a lot of details that are pretty incompatible with it. So right now, it's very likely that this manga is non-canon. And it's time to show off some more Halloween costumes, still with Naoto, because she has some comments on a lot of them. This time the theme is pumpkins, I guess. Not exactly what I would have expected from Chie, but it's okay, I guess. Yes, this is in fact the origin of the Persona Pyrojack. Jack-o'-lantern in Japanese, and they finally had enough characters for that in Persona 5. Naoto has a lot of Halloween trivia. Oh yes, he does take his costumes very seriously, as we saw on stage earlier. And Teddy's just a pumpkin head, which reminds me of the first boss of Oracle of Ages, the boss that took me and my sister years to figure out. I'm not sure if shadows are really scared of cartoon vampires. Oh, hey, that's perfect timing because I need more experience on Chie and Teddy.
Ooh, a rare one. Don't let it get
And I can, yes, I can Master Kukage everyone. So, the second tangent that I wanted to go on is also involving Naoto, and I really wanted to say it while Kanji was in the party so I could potentially get their team up attack while this happened, but yeah, I wanted to show off more costumes. So, yeah. I kind of alluded to this earlier, but, Naoto is part of quite a few, ships in the fan base. So, I remember back in the early days of this game, Protagonist or Yu Narukami / Naoto was a really huge ship. Like, I think it was the most popular pairing, like, for the protagonist by far. And it's part of the reason why her gender became such an open secret.
Isn't my style.
Ooh, congratulations!
I mean, I think it's still fairly popular these days, but I don't think it's quite as much. And I think, I could just be biased here, but I've actually seen a lot of polls that are favoring Yu and Rise now. I do know that Yukiko is quite popular as well, because she's one of the earliest available romantic social links, and a lot of people don't like Chie as a romance option. Mudo Boost. Do I really need this? As Justine would say. Like, it's better if you want to use Mudo against regular enemies, and once she learns Mamudo on, that can be quite useful, but I do like Tetrakan, though, in certain situations, and I like having access to both of these. It makes her pretty versatile. Although, admittedly, Yukiko's already around for Argidyne. Oh yeah, right, I'd normally replace that. Okay, so this is going to be a bit weird. I'm going to get rid of Argidyne for now. I'll show Blight in one battle, and then I'll get rid of it for her next skill. Marakukaja on Teddy. Increases party's defense for 3 turns. I actually like Maraku Unda and Matarukaja better, but if I have any moves that I can really get rid of here, which there isn't that much, I mean, this is actually still pretty cool. I guess I can get rid of this. Again, I don't really like the break skills all that much in this game. Usually it's best to just use an element that the enemy isn't immune to, and you have a lot of elemental coverage across the party. Yukiko is the one exception, because if she's not using fire, her damage really sucks, so I like to keep Fire Break on her. But anyway, these days I do feel like shipping Naoto and Kanji has actually become a lot more popular. Oh wow, right on cue, you're the last enemy that I needed to find here.
This one's a gimme.
Of course, it's weak to fire right after I get rid of fire on Naoto. Always just happens like that, doesn't it? But I guess while I'm firing these things, I can, I guess I can talk about this. So, I do kind of consider myself a Kanji and Naoto shipper. I'm not like super, I will go down with this ship or anything for it, like I am for, I guess, Hector and Lin. Like, I really love Hector and Lin, and I really don't see why people say that Lin and Wrath is canon just because Sue exists, but that's a completely different issue. I do think that Kanji and Naoto have a lot of really nice interactions. They fall into a category of ship that I really like, where two characters seem to be opposites at first, but they're actually a lot more similar than they think. They both go through some very similar issues, they both have a very hard time making friends. And they both experience sexism in a lot of ways. Like, seriously, like the way that Kanji is treated for his hobbies, I'm sure that counts as sexism. It's mainly in the anime as well, and in Persona Q and some other spin-offs, they have a lot of really nice moments. I even had some people in the comments who might have been watching this game for the first time actually expressing surprise that Naoto was a romance option because they thought that she was being ship-teased with Kanji that much. On the other hand, I can see why there are people who don't like the pairing. You know, while I'm just walking around, I can get started on demoing some other silly costumes. Yep, this is Teddy's outfit from his spin-off All Hail King Teddy. I'm sure there's someone else here who comment on that outfit, but, yeah, like I said, I can understand why people wouldn't be so into it, mainly because Naoto doesn't express any obvious interest in Kanji over the course of the game, and she really doesn't express any romantic interest in anyone except for the protagonist if you pursue her romance route. And she does say that she's not, like, all that interested in romance in general, so, like, again, for those reasons, I can see people not liking the pairing. Like, I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm not, like, a super die-hard supporter of this pairing like I am for, like, let's say, Junpei and Chidori, which I don't think I've met anyone who's not a die-hard supporter of that. But somebody could prove me wrong in the comments, I guess. Hey, Kanji's having a nice social link moment here, Yosuke, don't ruin it. Yeah, Yosuke is still very much a kid. I suppose there's, like, now that I've finished, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about that, but, like, I will just say I do mildly consider myself to be a Kanji and Naoto shipper, but only mildly. Wow, that was lucky, a rare chest spawned right in front of me. I'm mainly coming here to demo some other costumes. Volt Vow. I could get that to Kanji if I really wanted, but his elect damage isn't all that important. And so it's time. Don't worry, I will be using these costumes in battle someday, and I have a very special victim that I have in mind for them. But for now, I'm just going to demo them outside of battle. I guess Chie completely designed that outfit. I mean, you know Kami's pretty bold with a lot of things. Is it just a single word? Why? Yeah, the lipstick, the makeup, and the fact that you're impersonating Marilyn Monroe, that probably has something to do with it. Oh, don't worry, Yosuke experiences that feeling all the time. So one thing that I actually think the anime did that was really heartwarming, after Teddy wins, and well, of course it's ruined by the whole swimsuit thing, but after Teddy wins, he actually thanks Naoto for doing his makeup, and I just love that. It's a really nice moment, and I kind of don't like how the game ruins it by already revealing that Naoto helped him before he goes on stage. So yes, these are these outfits. Also, speaking of Marilyn Monroe, Kanji's one has a pretty funny description. Be careful walking over street vents. That's a reference to something famous involving the outfit that he's wearing right now. And now... Yep, it's probably the most humiliating outfit you can put on your characters in this game. And the girls don't have these. This is, though, one of my favorite costume dialogues in the whole game. I completely forgot about... Yeah, that is definitely one of my favorite dungeon dialogues in the whole game. I will say use deadpan reactions to the bath incident in the anime to make that moment a little bit better. Because comedy. Oh, right. Yeah, Teddy, maybe don't do that. Now I'm kind of... they don't actually look that much like abs to me. Like, Joker's apparently canonically quite ripped if Kawakami's massages are any indication. And I can see that because he does a lot of athletic activity, but comparatively speaking, these dungeons aren't quite as athletically stimulating as the ones in P5. Oh, great. You know, that's probably a good note to go out of the dungeon on, although before I do that, I'm going to make sure to unequip these costumes, because otherwise, next time we go into the TV world, it will be an interesting surprise. And I'm going to surprise you all with what outfit I have on the guys next time we go into this place, but like I said, I do have a very specific victim in mind for using the drag outfits on, and now I've got quite a bit of money. But I kind of want to spend it more to buy back some of my other personas than to fuse new ones. Okay, I was just really desperate to get something out of the compendium to fuse Queen Mab with, because I just really want to get rid of Queen Mab right now. And with Pabil Sarg, I can pass down some really good skills onto something, and you get a rank 10 social link, so that's kind of nice. So I guess I can go for Arms Master, Repel Elec, Rakunda. I don't really need to pass down Null Physical anymore. And Auto Mataru. And this will give me another Mind Charge user. Also, Throne is really, really cool. I've probably said that before. And now has no weaknesses. That's well, I mean... yeah, this actually will get rid of your weakness, but it won't make me completely immune to dark-based attacks. Ooh... Both of these are tempting, but they also both require some of my better personas. Of course, Throne does too. Let's actually go for Siegfried. I think this is what I'll go with. And this is going to make the first skill that you learn completely useless, because you already repel all physical rather than just 20% of physical attacks. Used to be 50%, but it got nerfed since P3. So I can safely give this up for Regenerate 3, because, again, completely pointless when you have Repel Physical. Boost his strength and luck. Rainy Death is good too. One more skill card for Marie, and that I still haven't demoed Yukiko's Halloween costume, I just realized. Guess we can go back to the castle to do that. So yes, as you'd probably expect, Yukiko just kind of has a standard witch costume for this. So with that, I could stay here and grind a little bit more money because I have nothing right now. But I think I'll leave here, and very soon though, don't worry, the plot will be moving forward. This is one of the slower parts of the game after the gap between Kanji and Risei's dungeons. Oh, I almost forgot to show Naoto's Blight. Let's do that.